intimate love with Jesus. The Song of Songs sings of the love between God and his people. In the Old Testament, the wisdom books include Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Songs. The Song of Songs is the love story between King Solomon and the Shulamite woman. But why would such a love story be included in the Bible? And how is this love story, part of the wisdom literature? It's quite intriguing, because it is a love story that goes beyond just a man and a woman. It symbolizes the love between God, the King of Israel, and his people, Israel. In other words, it points to the love between Jesus and his followers. The message is that love for Jesus is the heart of our faith and the wisdom of life. In Song of Songs, chapter 8, verse 6-7, the author makes a confession about divine love. Place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm. For love is as strong as death, jealousy as fierce as the grave. It burns like a blazing fire, like a mighty flame. Many waters cannot quench love. Rivers cannot sweep it away. If one gave all the wealth of one's house for love, it would be utterly scorned. May you be filled with joy and satisfaction in the love of Jesus. In verse 1, the speaker laments, "If only you were like a brother who nursed at my mother's breast." She wishes her beloved were like her actual brother. Why? So that if I found you outside, I would kiss you and no one would despise me. She wants to express her love openly at all times, even in public. She desires to love her beloved freely, every day of the year, every moment of life. That's the nature of love, and so she says, "Let's marry and live together." Jesus is the bridegroom, and the believers are his bride. To believe in God is to become the bride of Jesus. This is the core of Christianity. We are not simply God's people because we believe in God, but because we are united with Jesus in a covenant of love. Through that union, we become God's children. If you are truly the bride of Jesus, you must always live in his love. Whether anyone is watching or not, live in love with Jesus. Share every detail of your life with him, your thoughts, your circumstances, your desires. Speak with him often. Listen for his voice. Ask what he wants. And live in love and trust, confessing your heart to him daily. I wonder, how does Jesus love me? We often hear people say, "If you really love me, then how could you treat me like this?" Love desires to be recognized and reciprocated. If you give love, you want the other person to know it and acknowledge it. Recognizing the love you've received is also an expression of love. The Shulamite woman says in verse 2, "I would bring you to my mother's house and receive instruction from you." This shows her desire to learn from her beloved. Her joy and benefit from being with Solomon is in receiving teaching. Likewise, if we love Jesus and draw near to him, we begin to receive his word. His truth leads us to life. Loving Jesus naturally leads to loving his teachings. If you love Jesus, you will come to love his word. Verse 5 says, I roused you under the apple tree. This means Solomon awakened the woman. Love awakens the beloved. When we love Jesus, his life awakens us. If we live in the world, we are only awake to worldly things. But when we receive Jesus' love, we become awake to his life and begin living by that life. Loving Jesus leads to living the true life of the kingdom of God. May our love be unconditional and pure. Verse 12 says, Solomon, you may have 1,000. Solomon is a very wealthy landowner with many vineyards. People rent his land, farm it, and pay him. Many others guard the fruit and seek reward. They are not there out of love for Solomon, but to make a profit. In contrast, the Shulamite woman boldly declares, but my own vineyard is mine to give, it is be for me. She is saying, I have a vineyard too, not just you. Of course, her vineyard can't compare to Solomon's, but she is saying, I didn't come to you for profit. I'm not seeking gain. I love you, just you. I am satisfied with who you are. I am happy just because of you. May we have this kind of love for Jesus. Then is it not love? If we have needs and desires, should we only pray for pure, perfect love for God? If we have things we want or problems we bring to Him, is that impure? Not at all. It's only natural for people to have desires and needs. What's important is that our desires don't become more important than our love for Jesus. We must not use Jesus without loving him. But if we do love him, then it's right and good to bring our needs before him. That too is love. Intimate love with Jesus. How deep has your love for Jesus grown? I hope this sermon would enrich your love for him, but I'm not sure. I worry I may have just pressured you to love him more. I pray that God will help you see the beauty of Jesus. May he pour into your heart a love for Jesus. May believing in God be your source of joy. Where is happiness found? I believe happiness is where love is. May you love Jesus, be loved by him, and find joy in that love. I honestly bless you to be such a believer.